Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new video, and if you have been following the channel you will have seen I have reviewed 2 Batman films, and today we are taking a look at a third. If you haven't seen those videos, I will leave a link down below. I have reviewed Batman 1989 as well as Batman Returns, and today of course we're taking a look at Batman Forever, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so Batman Returns released in 1999, and this one was not in fact released by Tim Burton. He did not direct this movie, and it is clear to see the direction was completely different, the settings was completely different. This film, the tones were different as well, and I really was confused throughout. I felt as if it was aimed at adults at times as well as kids, and overall my head was just left confused and disappointed. Now, I have seen this film when I was a kid, and yes, I did enjoy it, but come on, I was a kid. So watching it now in 2022, this film feels completely different. Speaking of change, I have to touch on the fact that the cast for this movie is completely different. We do have Val Kilmer playing Bruce Wayne and the Batman. We also have Nicole Kidman in this film. She plays a detective. We also have Tommy Lee Jones as the main villain of this film. He plays Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. And joining them, we also have the Riddler, who's played by Jim Carrey. Now, I want to start by touching on Val Kilmer. I really enjoyed his version of Bruce Wayne. However, the Batman himself, I felt was just let down by the script. He had so many lines in this film that sucked so bad, and I really feel bad for Val Kilmer because he gave a good Bruce Wayne, but a terrible Batman. Nicole Kidman didn't do too bad in her role as like a detective. She kind of played that damsel in distress as well. I know 2022, we don't really have that now, but back in the day, back in 1995, this was the thing. The female lead was always, looking for help, and she was like the love interest as well. She did an okay job, nothing special. She looked great in this film, but that's about it. Jim Carrey played Ed Nigma, aka the Riddler, and I have to say he gave a really solid performance from start to finish. Typical Jim Carrey playing a nut job, and he kind of reminded me of the role he played in The Mask. But overall, excellent performance. I loved the costume of the Riddler as well. But I do want to say, this is a bit of a hot take, but I really did prefer the Riddler from the Gotham TV show. That guy who played Ed Nigma in that show was fantastic. And not taking it away from Jim Carrey, I kind of feel as if he peaked a bit too early in the Riddler role. I really feel like I could have seen him more in, let's say, the Dark Knight franchise, for example, or possibly even in the new one under Matt Reeves' direction, alongside Robert Pattinson. I don't know, I felt as if the chemistry between him and the rest of the cast was not great, unfortunately, but him himself was fantastic. But he wasn't the main villain of the film, and that was actually down to Tommy Lee Jones, who played Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. He did play a fantastic villain. I think now, being 2022 and watching him play this character, for me, this is his best role. I don't remember this from a kid, but he played a fantastic version of Two-Face. I loved everything from the costume, the makeup, everything around that character was just really, really good. And I have to say, Tommy Lee Jones absolutely smashed it with this one. Before I forget, we do also have Chris O'Donnell, who stars in this film. He plays Dick Grayson, aka Robin. Now, from when I was a kid, I really enjoyed this role. I enjoyed this character. I did still enjoy this character as well, I'm not going to lie. Bit of a guilty pleasure. I did enjoy Chris O'Donnell's version of Robin and Dick Grayson. Overall, great job. And I loved the costume in this. It does feel a little bit out of place now, a little bit dated, but it's going to. It's a 1995 film. It's a 90s film. It's not going to hold up that well. But yeah, big fan of Robin, and I am hoping to see more in the future. I also want to touch on the Batmobile in this film. I'm going to put up a picture right now, but what do you guys think? Leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. But for me, I did not enjoy this vehicle. I loved this Batmobile when I was a kid, but the blue lights and stuff and like the kind of wings on the top, it doesn't look great. And again, it just stands out too much. It doesn't feel authentic to Batman. And just seeing it razz around the streets, there was a scene where I think Chris O'Donnell, Robin, steals the Batmobile and he's driving it around, and it just bounces everywhere. It doesn't look good. I don't like it, and for me, it's one of the worst Batmobiles that I've seen. So I'm going to go and give this film a score, and I'm going to go for a 5 out of 10, guys. So please let me know, as always, your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you haven't already checked out my previous 2 videos, like I said, I will leave them down below, and there'll be a link provided at the end of the video. So please, if you haven't, go check them out. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. Now, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram again, please do so. And speaking of social media, I now have joined Twitter, so if you can, go follow me on Twitter as well. I will leave a link for that down below. But yeah, guys, that is another Batman review done. We have Batman and Robin left, and then we're on to the Batman Dark Knight trilogy. So I'm so excited to start watching those and reviewing them for you guys. But yeah, guys, for now, that's me done, and I'll see you in the next one.